Hey guys, how is it going today? Alright, so last time we did a sketchbook tour, we left off on this spread. So yeah, let's just get into it. Left off with the woodpecker. You guessed it, it's more blind contour drawings. Can you guess what it is? So these are just more motorcyclists. There was this guy with a helmet who had cat ears, and I just really like that. So there's those dudes. You can kind of make it out. Guy giving a thumbs up. Guy kind of like leaning towards you with a bike. You can see the wheel there. Shasha! More bikers! Sorry, I'm like really amped up right now, so if I'm like crazy with the voices or whatever, I apologize. So yeah, 3 bikers were just driving down a road. Really liked their movement and how they looked. So another blind contour, and I feel like these blind contours turned out like really strong. Happened on November 4th. And then that made me want to just draw a biker, and you can kind of see the cat helmet here. So this is off of a Instagram post that I liked, and the Instagram is yokogao.mag. So they just had a lot of cool like motorcycle racers, and I really like their outfits and the colors, so I wanted to paint that. And this is like, I don't know, it's just very loosely drawn. I wasn't too worried. I was like, you know what, we don't have to make it look good, I just need to have fun with it. And gosh dang it, I did. So yeah, there's a cyclist. Really like how the helmet turned out on him. Over here, gosh, what was I drawing here? I think this was just blind contours of people. Yeah. Just random folks. November 4th. A lot of these are going to have like the same day on them because I just had some big days where I was just drawing a bunch. Got some cats here. I think I just did that before I had to work. I don't really like the cats, but whatever, they're kind of fun. They're just doofy. Little sleepy guys. I don't know why I like this cat so much. He's just all edgy and cool. Some blind contours of lunch ladies. This one had like sunglasses on. I thought she looked kind of cool. This one was holding like a tray of cookies or something. This one, not entirely sure what was happening there. It might have just been a head. I do kind of like this one because it's got like the big arm and fingies, and then you can kind of see the face. Sometimes I just like when stuff looks like this. Like, what even is this part? I don't remember, but I like it. So yeah. I'm not even going to talk about this little bee dingus. I don't know what happened there. Alright. Also, my sketchbook kind of fallen apart, but that's a good thing, because you know why? This sketchbook's actually done. I'm very excited to talk about that at the end. Alright. I went through this phase of really liking luchadors, and I still do. Like, the colors are very vibrant on luchador costumes, and they always have, like, fun poses. I feel like we're, like, JoJo posing. It's like, oh, God, I don't know. I love it. It's good. Just look up luchadors. Especially, like, I was using a lot of references from, like, 80s and 90s magazines, and it was so good. Such good colors. Like, ugh. I love it. So yeah, bunch of blind contours of luchadors. Yeah. And that was on 11/11. Make a wish. Oh yeah, buddy. So, I really like this page. I'm loving what's happening here. And I can't remember if I had mentioned it or not, but I bought a pack of Tombow markers, and I went to town with those baddies. Like, I just absolutely fully ate those Tombows. So yeah, so here's some luchadors. I just picked a bunch of random references off of Pinterest. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. Bunch of photos off Pinterest, and I just kind of mushed them together, make some faces bigger, some smaller. And then, like I was saying, I used a bunch of magazine references too, so for one of them, the side, like, of the cover had this, so it said, like, the issue number, and it was Lucha Libre magazine, I guess, and it just, oh, it was so cool. So yeah, it's kind of a little warped. Yeah. So that fell out of my book, but whatever, made it easier to color. My only complaint about this is, and my partner pointed it out too, the skin tones are all the same. I did try to kind of layer with some gray on some parts because that also annoyed me. I think if I had just had like a lighter yellow marker, I would have accomplished that by layering it over, but I didn't at the time. Now I might actually, because I bought a third set of Tombos. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm all jittery and excited, dude. I love this page. Very, very pleased. So there's that. I wrote down Lunch Ladies and Luchadors because I'd like to do a comic. Just like some little, I don't know, dopey 4-panel comic of just them interacting with each other, like something cute. And then, also with the Tombos, I had heard they're like, you can use them as watercolors, basically, or they're water-soluble. So I tried doing that, and I really liked it. So I was like, yeah, okay, good to know. Alright, let's try and turn this. And then putting that into action. I did that here with the pink flowers. So this is all Tombow stuff. And then what I did was I drew with the marker first, and then I had a paintbrush. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, sorry, that was my camera. And I'm not going to angle this upward because then we're going to get unfocused. So what I did was I just kind of like went around the edges with a wet brush and then got this effect, and I really like how that turned out. And also, I wrote this one's for me, because I wasn't going to do like a serious page. I just did some dopey flowers, and they kind of are reminiscent of the SpongeBob flowers, as my partner likes to point out. But SpongeBob is actually really good, sorry. Tom Kenny, incredible. We're watching a show right now called Mr. Show, and Tom Kenny's in it, and it's so good. It's so funny. So yeah. I keep talking about Tom Kenny. He's the voice actor for SpongeBob, in case you didn't know. Super funny dude. So yeah, this one's for me. Same thing kind of here, just like blending stuff with a wet brush. Nothing too cray. Alright. Oh my gosh, we got so many blind contours. Hang on, I gotta see if my apple cider's drinkable. It's not. I have it off camera. Here, hang on. Check out my cool bear mug. Oh, well, I'm gonna tilt it a little. Yeah, you can see the bears. It's apple cider season, yo. Nice hot appy cider. Anyways, okay, distracted. More blind contours. I think this was at a trivia night, actually. Yeah, it was. So I was at a trivia night, just doing a bunch of blind contours. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just opened my Pinterest up, and there was, like, a goat or something. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Quadrupeds, let's go. So, bunch of deer, bunch of goats. That's how it is. I really like this one. It's just so cute and, like, gnarly. I don't know. I also kind of like this idiot. He's great. This looks very cool, very stoic. And then again with Tombos, just doing little floral bits and bobs. Take a gander at that. Alright. This is a bunch of dogs just running and frolicking. Do I have a favorite here? I like how this one turned out, because the face got kind of lost. And I really enjoy how the legs were. I think I'm going to do a video about blind contours as well. Like, just like, I don't know, a draw with me or whatever. Because I think that's one that I could do quickly. And you guys wouldn't be bored watching that. Not that you're bored now, but I don't know. Anyways, we got cats, because obviously cats. Really like how this looks like a dancing cat here. I just had a bunch of different cat poses. Love the nubby toes and feet on this guy. So yeah. Dude, blind contours are so much fun. Like, I'm very excited to do a video just doing those. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Don't quote me on that. Alright. I got some fishermen. And here I wanted to add some color to the blind contours, and I enjoyed that. I think it's really good on the fish and on the outfit. Maybe not the hat so much, but whatever. I like this goldfish. This fish is also kind of fun. I like his crooked teeth. Alright. Oh man. Okay. I should be going faster because we have a lot to get through. I was trying to do more scene work of a blind contour, which is a lot more A lot more work than you would think, but it was really fun. And then with this, I added color again. I really like this for some reason. It just makes me think of, like, a postcard in France. Yeah. Camping scene, bunch of tents. This wasn't a blind contour. I think I was just being loose here. Trivia night. So, these were some of the drinks that we had on the table, because we were a pretty large group that night. Our group can either be, like, 2 people or, like, 8 people. It's a toss-up. Our schedules are crazy. Yeah. This was just my ticket. I had a chai latte. And I wrote Nike swoosh because, like, we have to write down all our answers, and you're sitting next to a bunch of other tables that are also doing trivia night. So I didn't want to, like, say it out loud, because we basically have to yell at each other when we're at trivia night. The music is so loud. Okay. Whew. We're speedrunning. Girl, bird, percolator, bunny, because I just wanted to. Persimmon, because I just wanted to. These are obviously not blind contours. Well, I don't know if that one's obvious, but it's not a blind contour. I really like how the percolator ended up. I feel like that's pretty recognizable. Yeah. Guys, I just really like bunnies. Okay, another girl, bird. This pen likes to skip, because it does. It just gave up at points. You can kind of see that here-ish. Another one where I'm trying to draw a scene that is a blind contour. So it was like a church with some little bluffs and hills behind it and a stone path, some like tall grass next to it. Yeah. Okay, so this is for something that I was commissioned for. I'm very excited about. So those are just notes for me. It doesn't have any secrets in there, so yeah, whatever. I won't talk too much about that. But, like, maybe eventually I will. And you know what, at the end of this video, I'll talk a little more about that commission project. Alright. I got a new watercolor set, because I'm dumb and I just love watercolor sets. I'm sorry, guys. They're great. I was feeling very Tolkien-inspired that day, and I don't know if you've ever seen Tolkien's art. Like, yes, he is a writer, but also, guess what? An artist. He has a lot of work where he does watercolors, and he leaves, like, white spaces in between everything, and it's very beautifully done. So I just wanted to do something similar to that, and he does a lot of, like, mountain scenes and forests, and, oh, incredible. Look it up if you've never seen it. Like, just so good. So yeah, that was this watercolor set, and it's so cute. I used it recently, so that's why it's kind of gross looking. But, oh, I love it. This was $10. I got it on a day trip in Madison. Fantastic. Alright. Playing around some more with watercolor. Got some loose bunnies. Just noodling around. Sometimes it's nice to just turn your brain off and do something like this, you know? Very relaxing. And I didn't really have my brain on for this either. I was just like, I want to draw a bunch of bunnies on a page. And these were all colors that I hadn't really used a lot of, either. So, yeah. What's that? I got this new app on my phone called Daily Art, and it just sends you, like, a photo a day of a masterwork. Or just a really good piece of art a day, and it tells you, like, about the artist, and what the piece is about, and just other info. And they had a section on, like, dangerous women. So I clicked on that, and one of the paintings that I really liked was Circe offering the cup to Ulysses? Mythology Mans. And it's John William Waterhouse, who has fantastic paintings. I'd already liked him before seeing this painting, but then when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, it's beautiful. And then I saw the artist name, and I was like, of course, it's John William Waterhouse. Incredible painting. Look this up. Good story behind it, too. So, yeah. Basically, it's Circe, and she has a bunch of, like, guys that she turned into pigs laying around her. Super cool. Just some piggies. Little guy. Oh, also, this was, like, a new pen that I got. It wasn't new. I have had this pen before. It's the SAI brush pen. I just didn't have it in red. And I was like, hey, gonna get it in red. More stuff with the watercolor. Just some, like, I don't know, it's bananas, guys. It's bananas. And then just some still life stuff. So there was this, like, little jingle bell guy, a can, and a bottle. So fun to paint bottles. If you're new to watercolor, I highly recommend trying to paint, like, colored glass objects. It's really fun, and I think it just gives you a better grasp of how watercolor works. You're thinking about a transparent object, and, like, watercolor is, for the most part, transparent, you know? So, yeah. Got some bugs, because you know I'm about the bugs. So, yeah. I don't know if this is a cicada or what, but it looked really, like, metal. It just had, like, spikes coming out of it, so I don't know if there's, like, a parasite in the cicada or what, but it was cool. And then just a plant behind it. This is a pin that my boyfriend bought me 2 years ago, 1 year ago. And it's just this really pretty moth, and it's just a beaded, like, moth brooch thing. I just think it's cute. So there's that. We're getting to the end. Like, this is gonna be the end of the book here, so I just kind of filled up the page. I don't know, I was just really happy. I was like, oh yes, yes, we're done. So that's the end. This is it. I was thinking about the SpongeBob episode where he's, like, writing the, and then he has to write his essay. Anyways, this is the end. So that's it. The sketchbook it's donezo. It's complete. Huzzah. Hang on, let me... Final nail in the coffin. Boop! The sketchbook is done. And excellent news! I've already started on my next one, and I'm gonna show you it here now. Guys, it's a Moomin sketchbook. I just thought it was really cute, and I've never actually seen Moomin, like the show or anything, but this was clearanced for $5 at Barnes & Noble, so I was like, haha, yeah. Moomin. This is a sticker that I got at a market not too long ago from a local artist. So yeah. Moomins! I'm not gonna open this. This is gonna be secret for now. It only has like 6 pages done anyways. This will be for the next sketchbook tour saga. And then, this is from just like me painting the other day. I've been using this a ton in this book. And then, this is my pencil case. I love all these colors together, dude. The neurons are firing. Okay, sorry, I'm really amped up. Yeah, so there's that. Okay. So, yeah, I was commissioned to make assets for an album cover, and I'm very excited about that. I'm not going to show any of the drawings I have for that right now. I'm going to make sure that the musician that I'm working for is, like, okay with that first. Yeah. Basically, she saw my stuff and was like, oh, hey, I really like these blind contours you're doing. Could you maybe do some of that for me? And then I could use them for, like, potential videos to have, like, behind me while I'm playing sets and stuff. And I was like, I would love to do that. So that's what I'm kind of working on right now, is a project like that. But yeah, I have a whole sketchbook of just drawings right now for that. It's a side sketchbook. So if she's cool with it after everything's like said and done and the dust is settled, then I will make a video for that. And if not, then apologies, you don't get to see those. Hopefully she'll be cool with it. I don't see why she wouldn't be, but, you know, gotta make sure we do everything right here. So, yeah. Very excited. We'll see how many videos I crank out. You know, it's holiday season, so it's a little cray for everyone. The stress is upon us. Like I said earlier, I'd like to do a video on blind contours because I'm just really into it right now. And I think if you're a beginner artist, it's a really fun and easy way to, like, just start drawing more and start, like, how do I say this? It betters your perception. Like, you're more aware of what you're drawing when you're not looking at your paper. When you're looking at an object and focusing on the object, you're putting all your brain power into that. And it's just, it's very relaxing, it's very freeing, it's not stressful. If you're stressing out, like, please don't. So, do a video on that, and I also really want to do a video on just art books I have that I enjoy, because I think that's fun, and then I get to talk a lot during that too. So yeah, that's what we can expect to see. Anyways, thanks for hearing me yap a bunch like I always do. You guys are super cool. I appreciate all the nice things you've been saying. Like, just, YouTube is much friendlier than I was expecting, you know? Like, people are really nice, and that is awesome, because it's, you know, you gotta choose to be kind, and it's so cool when everyone makes that decision. So yeah, thank you guys. Have a great day.